Okay, so in this video, we're going to be looking at question 17 of the 2020 Blacktown Boys trial HSC. Question 17, find the primitive functions of 5x plus 3 to the power of 19 with respect to x. We've got that, so I'm just going to have a look at my reference sheet to see what we get when we integrate that. So that's up here. So in order for us to integrate this, we need f dash of x at the front before we can integrate it. So when we have, here's our f of x, when we differentiate that, 5x plus 3 to the power 19, we'll have 5 out the front. But in order to balance this out, we need a 1/5. Because 1/5 times 5 would just have a 1 at the front. So what do we get when we integrate that? According to our reference sheet, we're going to have 1 over n plus 1 f of x to the power of n plus 1 plus c. So the first thing I'll do is I'll just do it down here. I'll have my 5x plus 3 to the power of 20. I'll put my 1 over 20 at the front, but I still have my 1 over 5. So it's 1 over 5 times 1 over 20, which is 1 over 100 plus c. Okay, question B. Integrate 2x cubed plus 1 over 3x plus 1 dx. Okay, so I'm going to split this up into the integral of 2x cubed dx plus the integral of 1 over 3x plus 1 dx. And the reason why I want to split this up is because I am going to need to manipulate this. So let's manipulate it now. 2x cubed dx plus the integral of something over 3x plus 1. Now when we look back at our reference sheet, we've got a fraction here, so we're looking at this one. The integral of f dash of x over f of x dx is equal to ln of the absolute value of f of x plus c. So that means whatever's in the bottom, f of x, we need the first derivative in the numerator. So here's our f of x. When we differentiate that, we get 3. So we need 3 in the numerator. At the moment, it's 1. We need it to be 1, but we're just going to replace it with 3. So on the outside, we need a 1/3. Because 1/3 times 3 is 1. Now we can integrate everything. So this is going to give me x to the power 4 over 2 plus 1/3. Let's just have a look back at this again. ln of the absolute value of f of x plus c. Okay, question C. We're going to integrate sine 10x minus 2 over e to the 5x dx. So again, I'm going to split this. Integral of sine 10x dx minus the integral of 2 e to the negative 5x dx. Okay, so I'm going back up here. We're going to integrate sine. So when we integrate sine, we need the f dash of x as the coefficient of sine f of x first, before we can integrate it. So I'm going to need to manipulate this. Here's my f of x. When we differentiate that, we get 10. So I'm just going to put a 10 on at the front, and then fix it up with my 1 over 10, because 1 over 10 times 10 is 1. For my second one, I've got 2e to the negative 5x. So let's have a look at and see what happens when we integrate an exponential function. That's over here. So to integrate, we also need the first derivative of f of x as a coefficient. So I'm going to fix this up. We've got minus 5x there. So I really want a minus 5 in front of that. We want it to be a 2, right? We want whatever this is times this to equal to 2. So that means this has to be a negative 2 over 5. Because negative 2 over 5 times negative 5 equals a positive 2. Which was what that was. So this minus minus here, that just becomes a plus. And now we can integrate. So we have 1 over 10. What do we get when we integrate sine? When we integrate sine, we get negative cos. So we'll just put a minus sign at the front of that. Cos f of x, which is 10x, plus 2 over 5. What do we get when we integrate the exponential? Just the exponential to the power f of x. So e to the power of negative 5x. And then we can write plus c. Okay. And that's it for question 17.